So when it comes to the medicine and hormones they'll be putting me on, or would be putting me on if I had gone through with the fertility treatments, I didn't actually take the Zoom meeting to ask about all of these hormones, so I'm not 100% sure on, specifics, but the fertility treatments that I was going to undergo, the doctors knew that this was caused by cancer, and they never informed me that, these medicines or these hormones or whatever I'll be taking might have an issue because of my previous cancer or chemotherapy. I think they were always taking that into account. They all were always acknowledging it. They had my full history. And, maybe the ones I saw on TLC weren't giving me the full information because I did learn that I had gone lower than they had informed me since my second test. But the ones I went through on my personal journey, definitely acknowledged everything. They definitely acknowledged that, if my cancer was, genetic or was it not genetic. I did a whole, donor screening scan. I filled out paperwork for that, and they had all of my backstory information for that. And I did that just in case I needed to use a surrogate. So they had all of my family history, and they took that into account. And I think the medicine and the hormones they would have put me on would have been ones that would not have caused issues, given my family history. Because I have a family history of high diabetes, or not diabetes, maybe diabetes on my bio, that's it, I'm not sure. But high cholesterol, diabetes, a lot of lung and BRCA gene-related cancers, a lot of thyroid issues, and a lot of, not a lot of brain aneurysms, but a little brain aneurysms, and a couple deformities for growth in children. The infantile disease was on my mom's side, a little down the line. But either way, they knew all of that because they asked for the history from your parents, your grandparents, your cousins, your, I think, siblings, yourself, and then I'm not sure if they cover your aunt and uncles, I can't remember, but they ask if there's anything else you want to include. And I think it's smart to include that sometimes, because even though one of your aunts and uncles isn't directly related to you, the other one is, and if that one's the one that connected to the disease that may have been caused in the cousin, then you need to know. But, they're covering your cousins. So, either way, I don't think they would have put me at risk. I can't say for sure, though. I think you should always do your research, and when it comes to if you go on the journey like this yourself and they're talking about putting you on hormones or medications or stuff, you should definitely ask, okay, what is this? What is it going to do to me? All those kind of questions. What about my previous history? Blah, blah, blah. Because it is important to know 100% about what's going on. Something I've learned medically from being like a cancer baby and being in the hospitals in and out is that if you don't know what's going on, then it's very easy to get lost and just be a yes man. And you never want to be a yes man when it comes to your own body. You never want to just be like, okay, take this pill. You have to know what you're doing. My doctors were so thorough even when I was a child about the growth hormones and what is it and how is it going to feel and how it goes into my body and, how we take care of it and all of the steps, even though I was a child, like 10 years old. And, I took that upon myself to give myself my medication because I may have not had the right people to take care of it during the night sometimes, but at the same time, I needed to know what was going on with my body. I, as a child, remember bruising and just asking, Why is it hurting? And, my doctors gave me the answers. And I think that is one of the reasons that I can, understand so much more about my situation. Because my doctors actually sat me down at a young age and explained what's going on to me. They didn't treat me like I didn't have the mental capability to understand. So I would challenge anyone else going through a situation. Make sure you know what's going on. You never want to be a yes man when it comes to your own body.